Everyone, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Although I am a licensed clinician, I'm also just a person. I love to be able to be in my real life and speak from that point. And that's where this podcast is coming from. So enjoy.
Searching for truth, looking for answers. There must be a way to another day.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to Convenient Truth. Hi.
I'm Joe.
I'm Aaliyah, and I am exhausted. If you cannot notice by my lack of makeup and looking, I don't know, presentable.
Well, I think it's our Sunday, like we've been pretty strict on doing this podcast on Sundays, but now it's getting warmer, and the Sundays in New England become family awesome outdoor days doing things, right?
We gotta get shit done. We only have like 3 months.
Right. So we may have to switch up the day, but that means if we switch up the day, then we got to do it at nighttime, unless we do it like on a Wednesday in the afternoon. But
I think it really is too, is that like, one, I'm like a female, and so I'm like on my period, which is like so annoying.
Is this what you want to talk about, your period? You mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah, my period is a real thing, Joe.
Well,
These are real things that women go through. No secret. Once a month, right? So there's that going on. So I'm like super bloated and just like blah. And then work has been really just kicking my fucking ass. Kicking my ass. In a good way, because I love my job. But man, I'm exhausted.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
We're on TikTok.
Okay,
but I gotta do it on the phone. You know how I am with this.
Oh my God, you're like interrupting the whole thing. Just sit the fuck down.
It's fine.
It was fine the way it was.
It was a little crooked, Once again, one-man band here, and I'm doing all the technical shit. Normally,
OCD. Okay.
When we get super rich and we're making billions of dollars off podcasts, then we can have somebody do all this stuff. Until then, I'm the guy. All right.
OCD, rigid, everything has to be a certain way. Yes, I understand.
Anyways.
So what do you want to get into? I got to tell you, though, the one thing I do want to get into right now, just a little bit of it, this Diddy shit. I'm sorry. I can't stop. I'm so like...
Listen, if we get into Diddy shit, then I'm playing my fucking Kanye West song that I want to play.
I'm not talking about Diddy's music. I'm talking about him being on trial.
I'm just saying, like...
You have nothing to... play a Kanye song. Who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares about Diddy?
This is wild what's going on with Diddy right now, this fucking whole entire thing. It's wild.
It seems to me that everybody in the industry is already basically like, yeah, of course, like whatever. Like it's pretty obvious to everybody
so
else.
Many people in the industry have been at these parties and have seen the shit that's gone down. So they're like, finally, but no one's fucking talking besides like what, 3 or 4 people?
Particularly 50 Cent, man. He's really been trolling Diddy.
He's not testifying.
No, he's not.
He's not testifying. But so this, not to laugh, but it's like this baby oil thing that they keep talking about, because they found the baby oil at his place, and when that first came out, everybody was like, baby oil, blah blah, right? And then Costco, remember, he was like, he got them from Costco. It was like, and then Costco's we don't even sell baby oil. It was like a whole thing.
Had to like deny it. Right. Even Costco's getting out of it.
Right. But anyway, that's even making a turn. I mean, like the whole thing is nuts. How it started, the trial, the first few days, I got to tell you, I was a little kind of like, what's going on here? And the reason why is because I felt as though the trial for the first few days was really stemming around this particular individual's trauma that she went through and the abuse with Diddy, which again, not okay in any way, shape, or form. it completely proves and shows that Diddy is clearly not a healthy, well person, is abusive, and it's just horrific what she had to go through. Um, on the other side, though, it was a little confusing to me because the charges are racketeering and sex trafficking. And I was a little confused. Like I even had to Google, like, wait, am I like confused here? Like, what does sex trafficking mean? Because I was like, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I don't know, right? Because
Mhm.
again, it was just all stemming around what she went through and the abuse. And clearly it was a horrifically abusive relationship. I understand why people were saying, well, she willingly, I understand clinically why she willingly chose to do things. First of all, she was petrified of this fucking man, living in this like highly fearful fucking state for her fucking life. So that makes total sense to me. And there's clearly a lot of PTSD and battered woman syndrome stuff going on. So that makes sense to me. But again, I didn't understand where the sex trafficking was coming from or the racketeering. Now, though, as the trial's going on a little bit more, I'm like, and I did read the full definition of sex trafficking just because I was like, maybe I don't know. But now it's making sense to me a little bit. I mean, it's really on a whole other level, babe. Like
I don't know anything about it.
they're finding, I mean, the pictures that just came out in terms of like the images of what's that stuff called? Evidence that they saw or that they found on him when they arrested him or whatever and stuff like that.
Mm.
So obviously they found ketamine, MDMA, stuff like that, right?
Uh-oh.
Then they found this other person's prescription for like clonazepam or some shit like that. So it wasn't even Diddy's, unless Jack Brown is his name or whatever the name was, but I don't know.
Oh, did you hear
Then they
about? I did
found
hear with that one thing about like Obama was meeting up with Diddy's like drug guy. Did you
what?
hear about
That's
that
not
shit?
real.
No, that's not real.
That cannot be real.
That's what I heard.
Where'd you hear this from?
Where the fuck did I hear that from?
Some
It was
fucking
something on Twitter,
ridiculous.
probably.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, I think it came out in the trial. Is what I'm.
No,
what
it
I
did
heard.
not. There's no way. I didn't see that. That came out in the trial. Has anyone been following? Can anyone tell me if that came out in the trial?
I just
That's wild. No
might be
way.
making things up. I don't know.
You're making
I'm
this
not
up.
making it up, but I did see it somewhere. Basically, if I'm on Twitter or whatever X now, and there's like a blue star next to somebody's name, and they're like a reporter or something, and then they say something, I'm like, oh, that's got some validity to it, you know.
I don't know.
But that's as far as I go.
So look, so this was his room, right? They found the ketamine, MDMA. They found baby oil,
What, I
right?
mean, what are you looking on? Complex music? Oh yeah, that's like
These are real images from the court case of the evidence. This is what they found.
says who? Complex?
It's on. You can go on to what's another news site? I don't watch the fucking news.
I don't watch the news anyway either. So maybe this is all bullshit. This could all be AI like fucking trolling people's bullshit.
No, I do believe this is a thing. I do believe this is. I mean, well, what happened with Cassie is absolutely true. I mean, we all saw the video of him beating her ass
Sure, I guess so.
horrifically, right?
All right, let's mix this up with little 50 Cent and see why he never partied with Diddy. How about that? While you're doing like some more research on
50
this.
Cent speaks on why he never partied with Diddy.
Yeah, let's.
Well, why isn't he testifying then?
I don't know, but he really should because he is really trolling the shit out of.
Or if he's never partied with Diddy, maybe because he just then never went to the parties and just doesn't know. But that's bullshit. They all went to those parties.
Or maybe he was never.
Oh, what's this on? Twitter?
No, this is him fucking speaking.
X?
I guess.
Is that Gerard Butler?
Yeah, it's the whole team from our favorite movie, Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves.
Right?
I love Gerard Butler.
No, this is on The Breakfast Club.
Oh, listen to The Breakfast Club.
Oh shit! Hold on. It's not showing up. Hold on. We're not on. I'm sharing the wrong fucking screen. Sorry, guys.
We're gonna listen to the Breakfast Club interview.
It's only a minute long. What are you acting like? The Breakfast Club is like some bullshit. You've never heard of this?
Of course, I've heard of the Breakfast Club. You never heard of Complex?
No, I haven't.
Wait, are you serious?
No. That's why I was like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, you've never heard of complex music? Like there's a magazine, there's a whole thing, like
Now,
huge
Fifth, when you
brand.
continuously call Puff gay, does that affect
No.
your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said.
Let me read it. Let me read
Okay,
it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I can no longer
Shit's
help you
confused.
guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves in theaters January 19th.
Yeah, that's promo. He said gay and happy.
No. I'm just saying to you, look.
You always say Jackson like, that's why I get invited to Puff Party.
So what's it
Listen. I'm only saying that because of the what's the name interview,
Nori.
the Drink Champs.
Yes.
And he go when he do it, he says things he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like he says something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't party. Like we need to party. What are you talking about? What is he talking about?
Instant is going off.
When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of here. Take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
That's a nice gesture.
Yeah. Anyways, I think 50 Cent might be a little homophobic.
It sounds like it.
Mm.
Boo.
Boo. Maybe that's why he's anti-Diddy. But, I don't know. Maybe he knows some things that we don't know.
I don't know, but it's fucking crazy. And I feel so awful for like Cassie and the people who are actually up there testifying, having to relive this trauma all over again. It's so horrific. But regardless, his name has been tarnished, I believe.
Whose name? Diddy?
Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
shit.
Oh, yeah. Like no one is going to fuck with him in terms of working. No owning anything. No nothing. It's done.
Oh, shit.
Really? You're
I just want to play it now.
Oh my God.
It's a great song. His new album is going to be fucking fire, I think.
Please do not play this whole fucking song.
I won't play the whole song. Let me just play like 30 seconds.
Why do you think this is important?
Why do you think Diddy's important? Like nothing that we're talking about is important. I just want to fucking play the song. I like the fucking song. Right?
You've been on his dick for a while though.
Now he's got like new shit coming out, and I'm like all about it.
Oh.
Right.
Pause. Fuck all of y'all. Hold on. You know it's Kanye. I'm done being preachy. I'm a different species. It's Yeezy. Yeah, tell the devil get beneath me. All I did was tell the truth and nobody believed me. On a boat, getting hit out in the tea leaf. My wife's titties is DDs. They gon' pull my dick on the cover of Us Weekly. Make sure you show my ass crack. Riding around Chicago. GNC, black on black. Easy season, black on black. Easy out the box like a cracker jack. Mr. Ego Maniac. No people trying to pay me back. Can't say I ain't changed, right?
45 seconds in.
All right, done.
Oh, now we'll just cut off. There's still more to the song though. Anyways, yeah. Now, I'll
Kanye.
admit, okay, I'll be honest. I've been on his dick for the fucking past week. He's got that
have
new
been.
fucking Hitler song. About time we got a new Hitler song. I mean, geez.
Oh my God. Stop.
That's like, yeah. Besides that one, the other,
it's not about
it's
that.
it's not. And if you actually listen to it, you'll realize that it's not.
It's actually
about
extremely
Hitler.
deep and like pretty intense, I would say.
Right.
But anyway,
Very catchy.
you
Very
know,
catchy.
listen,
Anyways.
I like Kanye. It's not that I don't fuck with him anymore. I just like, I haven't so because I don't have other, I don't know, streaming devices that he, I guess, goes through now because I guess they don't put him through. He's not on Apple, right?
I don't know. No, I think if he does
His
release
new stuff.
well, he hasn't released the new album, but I think when it comes out, it'll be on Apple.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
See, I thought there was something going on that they were like not going to play his stuff anymore. Do not play this fucking thing again.
I won't play that one. That was a great song.
So he just doesn't pop up like for me anymore. So that's why.
Oh, that's why.
But you know what I'm on right now?
What?
Just on that like old school shit. Like Jay-Z has like this his like Jay-Z radio station on Apple.
Mhm.
And it's just like a mixture of like Busta Rhymes, old school, and then like Nas, and then like J. Cole, and then it'll go to like Beyonce for a second. I'm like, what's happening here? I guess she's just on it 'cause it's like his wife and it's his radio station. But then it'll go to like Tribe Called Quest, and then
Mhm.
it'll go to like Lil Wayne, which I feel like people sleep on Lil Wayne.
No, who sleeps on Lil Wayne? Everybody loves Lil
I,
Wayne.
I just feel like people don't talk about him still that much as like a dope ass fucking rapper. And let me tell you, like when you go back to his old shit, like Lil Wayne's fire. Fire.
Yeah.
No,
No
but a lot,
shit.
but
I
like
don't know
people
who's not
don't
saying that.
because I hardly hear anyone actually be like if I talk about rappers, I rarely hear people mention Lil Wayne. I feel like he's like brushed under the rug because he hasn't been out for a minute, but like Lil Wayne is insane.
Okay.
And it's not fair. It's not fair to him. Anyway, I don't want to talk about rap.
Okay,
You
let's
got
not
me on
talk
this
about
rapping
we
shit.
won't talk about it. You want to talk about something else? How about this?
What's
This is Dr. Rhonda Patrick, who I fucking love, and she's talking about vitamin D deficiency. We're really switching gears here, but most people are vitamin D deficient.
We weren't when we lived in
Right.
sunny
Well,
Florida.
that's the other thing. In New England and in
Everyone's
the colder
vitamin
regions,
deficient out here, I feel like.
you are, because you're getting it from the sun, and then most like half the year you're not getting enough vitamin D from the sun.
Study found that vitamin D supplementation was associated with a 40% lower risk of dementia over a decade. After just 5
40%.
years, 84% of the vitamin D supplement users were dementia-free compared to 68% of the non-users.
So, by the way,
Wow.
they're coming out with all these studies now, like about how dementia is like it's a thing that can be it's a preventable thing. It's like you're eating all these different processed foods and these chemicals and stuff, and they're connecting that to dementia. So whatever percentage that is, plus the 40% that she just said from vitamin deficiency leading to dementia.
Mhm.
I mean, you're like 50% of this you can literally do. You
can
just
control-
like
yeah, you can
change your
manage.
diet and supplement vitamin D, and you won't get fucking dementia.
Well, it's like that show. What was that show? Was that Chris Evans? No, not Chris Evans. Who was the guy, the actor who did that whole docu-series on the Disney Channel? Because he got
Oh
I
yeah,
think he has the Alzheimer's gene or something like that, because they can test for that now.
Yeah, but that's probably bullshit too.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, but
That was what do you mean what's bullshit?
the gene. Like they've
You
already.
don't think that that's real? You don't think that science is real?
No, I'm saying
confused.
people have certain genes that I guess are.
No, but like you could test for that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be activated. Like
I know that, which
we
is
have
why
all
though
kinds
he's
of
doing
genes.
what he's doing to make sure that he actually doesn't.
Right. I guess so. Yeah, it's based upon your environment and what you do and how you live your life and stuff. So like we all have like cancer genes or that are prone to cancer, or other genes that are prone to other fucking diseases and other things. Everybody has them in our body, but they're not all like activated. They only get activated through environmental or chemical or dietary things that you're doing throughout your life, and then at some point there all of a sudden it's like boom, it gets activated in your body. But we all have them. So anyways, this vitamin D thing is like huge, and it was probably huge for the whole COVID thing too, because a lot of people were vitamin D deficient during
Do you
COVID.
feel like people like take vitamin D for granted? Right? Like they don't maybe understand like the actual like.
They don't understand. It's literally, it's actually like a hormone actually.
Because I took
It's not a
vitamin D for
vitamin, really.
granted. I mean, living in Florida, I didn't even think about it. It wasn't even a thought. I was just like, da 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 da. I'm living in the sun, you know, like But I never really understood like the high level importance of vitamin D that now I understand with certain things, right? Like before it was just like, okay, vitamin D, it's good to have vitamin D in your body, and like that's it. But now I'm like, oh shit, vitamin D is like very important.
Yes, extremely important. Yeah.
For like so many other things.
It's like it's one of the main reasons why you get sick or don't get sick. right? Between that and like vitamin C.
I gotta tell you, how often do I get sick?
You rarely get sick now.
Between vitamin D
Mhm.
and between
Vitamin C.
CBD
And the,
every single night
and the vitamin C every day.
and vitamin C every day,
Mhm.
I've been sick this whole past year once. That was the first time I got sick.
Yeah, I think I got sick worse than you.
And it wasn't even bad. It was just like a cough.
And also, I got sick like twice, and both times you didn't get it after or something, right? At least one of
And
them.
I don't have the flu vaccine.
It's another thing. Vaccine.
And I stopped getting those dumb COVID shots.
Well, you only got that one, right?
I got the first one. That was it. Fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also stuff's coming out about that as well.
Not the dumb flu vaccine. I did get the flu vaccine when I was pregnant because I was like super worried and like
Because
scared.
they forced you to.
No one forced me. I was a first-time mother who was scared. And I said, I will do whatever. Stop.
Well, but
you have
who-
to stop.
but who
Stop.
ma-
Don't
hold-
touch that again.
Hold on, but who made you scared? How did you get scared?
Oh, my
You didn't
dad.
even know about it. You didn't even know that, like, oh, I should get the flu shot until doctors were like, you need to get the flu shot because
No,
you
not at all. The person who made me scared is the person who has always installed fear in me, which is fucking Dr. Melton Dolthermy. That's who that is. My amazing father installed fear. And I
Yeah.
heard him in the back. He's my like he's my fearful voice
Mhm.
that's back here. So when I went to the doctor's office and they were like, "Did you get the flu vaccine?" And I was like, no, why?" And they were like, "Oh, well, usually it's something that you can get or not." And then it was like,
Oh, they didn't require it?
no. And then my brain got crazy and I was like, "Oh my God, what if I get the flu? What if it kills my kid? What if it did that?" And then I went nuts.
Yeah.
Milton Delermy.
Well, that happens to a lot of people. And it's based upon like not being educated on the topics, right? So such as
But I believe my dad is educated.
no, you
No, I know.
having your
but
own
what's even
education.
crazier is that I believe he is educated because
No,
I
I'm not
think-
saying your dad's not educated. I'm just
no,
saying,
I'm trying to make a point here.
Okay.
Is that I believe he is educated, right? I believe he's an amazing doctor, but he took the fear-based route of installing all this fear in me.
Mhm.
What I feel like there could have been a different way of going, about that.
Right.
Like with the research that you had, like it, you're a doctor. Like yes, there are things that are scary, but like
So he could have taken the other approach of being like, okay, these are the things. But actually, he doesn't think in those terms of like, oh, if you don't do this with your diet or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's
then
true. He's very
he's
just
just
Western
now
medicine.
he's just
Western
now
medicine.
starting to do
Yeah,
that and
He is
realizing
breaking it now.
And that's only because things have happened to him where
Right.
he's had to change his lifestyle. And then now he starts preaching it, right? But all
Right.
of his life,
Mhm.
it's just been like the thing that you do so that you don't get XYZ is do the vaccine, do the
Do you know
whatever.
what should be mandatory when people go to like med school? Is there should be classes on like holistic medicine,
Yeah.
and they should be learning about that as well as learning about
Like
the
a
Western
functional medicine
medicine, and
doctor.
then everybody should just be functional medicine.
Yeah, everything
Like,
should be
every
functional medicine, for
doctor
sure.
should just from this point on
Mhm.
have both the holistic and the Western, and then just combine those two. To me, that's an amazing doctor. It's like now I get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Cool, sold.
The other problem with the well, there's a lot of problems with the Western medical system, but like one big one is that they don't. It's like a generalized medical system, like one thing for everybody, right? This is how it is, and this is the general consensus that this particular vaccine or whatever is good for everybody, even though there's people that it's not good for, and then there's probably people that it's better for than others,
Right.
Instead of like, then that's like the functional medicine process of like actually figuring out what makes you tick individually, like going through your blood test, every single test you can possibly do, and understanding that individual's body and how
Yeah,
they
I
absorb
think that's extremely
things.
important because not everybody, I think, really understands that, right? So just because, let's say, I'm diagnosed with something, right, or I have something, it doesn't
Or you have a
mean that,
gene
or I have a
that
gene, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that like I have to treat it the same way that everybody else does, right?
Right.
I have ulcerative colitis. So do many other people in the world. I follow them. I have a lot of their web pages and stuff like that, and I look at what they're doing. Some of them can actually still eat like salad and hard vegetables and all the stuff that I can't, right? So for me, it's a very different thing, But I think what happens is when you go to some of these doctors, that's not what's being talked about. It's like,
Yeah, they
oh,
want to throw you in a
especially with
box.
Western medicine. It's like, okay, you're diagnosed with this, then this.
Yeah.
And it's like, but to me, it's not that black and white.
Right. And then that's what makes them seem superior because they have the answer. But the answer is this cookie cutter fucking bullshit answer that doesn't work for everybody.
Dude, you are super passionate about this right now.
Oh, I've always been so passionate.
I know,
but
in
it's
this
like
moment.
it's like when I get the opportunity to tell people like this, I try to let them know, because this is why we look at doctors and we're like, oh, well, I mean, the doctor said they know, right? Well, it's because of this culture around this industry, this Western medical industry, that is built this up to have all the answers, but it's not really the answer for everyone, right? Yes, it could be the answer for some, or maybe even most, but not for everyone.
Right.
And you can't just like say this is the only answer when there's people that have different digestive systems, different metabolism, different freaking whatever, and you're not looking into that to see if these are one of the outliers that this cookie cutter bullshit doesn't work for, So if you really care about your health and yourself and your future, you need to find a doctor that is going to go above and beyond and focus on you. And the only doctors that do that are the functional medicine doctors and the holistic doctors.
I will say, though, I don't think it's so much about finding a doctor that's going to go the whole way for you, right? I also think it's about you advocating for yourself and doing your research. Like, do you know how many patients? Do you know how many patients I have where they'll go into a psychiatrist's office, right? Okay, so they go, psychiatrist, blah, blah, I have anxiety, depression, da, 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 da. Here's Prozac. Here's Wellbutrin. Here's Zoloft. Here, right? And then it's like years later, years down the road, they're doing therapy, but yet they're still feeling this very intense level of depression, mood fluctuations, blah, 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 the whole entire nine, right? Now at this point, they've tried like fucking every SSRI you can possibly imagine, right? And still nothing is actually working. I have this one patient in particular, man, he was not messing around. He made sure to do all his damn research. He went above and beyond for himself and became his own advocate. And he walked into his psychiatrist's office with a bunch of research studies and everything on MAOIs. MAOIs are a type of medication that psychiatrists do not like to prescribe because of the complexities behind it and the side effects. You have to follow a very strict diet when you're on these types of medications. And if you don't, it could really end up being pretty shitty. So they don't like it. They steer away from it. They hardly ever prescribe it. Okay. So he went into a psych's office with all the research on MAOIs. He was like, I've tried this. Nothing's worked, blah, blah, blah. I want to be on this MAOI. They fought him on it. And they were like, no, we're not going to do that, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, then I'm just going to go somewhere else to someone who actually will listen to me. And da, da, da. They then signed off on it, decided to prescribe it to him. Besides the ketamine therapy he did, that was like one of the best moves that he could have made. I mean, thank God. And that was all because he advocated for himself, which unfortunately, we have to be able to do sometimes in this world, because we can't just give it all into one person and say, okay, they're going to do whatever they think is okay.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Like you can't, any doctor, no matter what type of doctor they are, you can't just be like, okay, tell me what's wrong. You tell me everything, right? You have to like have some, like you said, like
do your homework,
advocacy for yourself. Like, yeah, if it's something that's a serious thing that's going on in your life, like, why would you not look into it? Like, why would you just be like, well, I'll just keep
Listen,
doing what I'm doing?
if you have any pets or kids and something happens to them and you can spend hours spiraling on the internet researching, my dog has a bump on his back leg, what does that mean? Then you for damn sure can fucking do that for yourself. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
'Cause I
right.
know I can spiral when it comes to my kid and my dog easily.
But then meanwhile, that person is like, 30 pounds overweight, and they're depressed. They probably have all kinds of anxiety or whatever, and they probably have like some diabetes or something like that. But they're like, okay, whatever. The doctor's taking care of that. I don't know, on pills. But the other way, they're looking deep into their dog's little bump or whatever to figure that out, and they're spending hundreds or thousands of dollars to figure that out.
Or
I think it's just people that
or they're not like what you just said. They're just individuals who, again, it's a lot easier to focus on other things
other people.
versus focus on yourself.
Why is that? What do you think that is?
What, what do you mean? It's like one of the ultimate ways to avoid. I mean, why would I?
Really?
Yeah. If I'm just focusing on somebody else's shit and trying to figure out your shit all goddamn day, then guess what? I don't have to fucking figure out mine.
Okay, so why do you feel like so many people are avoiding? What's this? What are they avoiding?
Is this like a real question? Are you just trying to have a conversation?
Well, no, seriously, kind of. I'm trying. Like, I have my thoughts on it, but like, I was thinking maybe you had other thoughts on it, maybe.
Well, I think the reason why I respond that way is because for me, it's a very it's just like a simple answer in my mind of
What's
like,
the answer?
well, why do people want to actually have to sit and consciously think about things in their life that fucking suck? That doesn't make sense. Who really wants to walk around every day in this world thinking about the fact and the time that they were raped when they were 8? Nobody wants to fucking
you're going
do that
okay,
shit.
okay.
What are you
you're
talking
going
about?
all right,
Or just
all right.
anything
I
in
mean,
life.
you're going that's extreme.
But it's the reality.
Okay, I'm
of
just
their life.
talking
But even
about
then,
like maybe an average person.
What do you mean an average person? An average person could also be assaulted. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the avoidance of like
that is a level of avoidance.
but I'm saying like, all right, remove like severe trauma.
Okay, I have something wrong with my tooth. There's severe tooth pain, and I'm avoiding going to the dentist. Or there's clearly something wrong with me medically, and I'm avoiding going to any doctor. Why would anyone avoid going to the doctor when clearly there's something going on, and you would need to go to the doctor to figure it out to get some assistance? Right? Because that like a more simple example?
Why would anybody avoid that? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To me, it's a very simple answer, and it's the same answer as the first example that I gave
not
you,
as extreme.
which was again, why do people, right? Not all people, but some people, why would anyone who has anxiety, who has fears, who has what if thoughts, who has health anxiety, who has depression, who has lots of other trauma or things in their life, why would they want to actually go, yes, I'm going to take myself to the gynecologist so that I can possibly hear that something really awful has happened to me, and then I have to deal with that and all the 10,000 other things I have to deal with in my life? No. It makes sense to me why somebody wouldn't fucking, who has all those things going on, wouldn't fucking do that. Makes perfect sense.
I see.
From that mindset, it makes sense.
Right.
Am I saying that this makes sense logically? No. But understand, things make sense to me because I can put myself in somebody else's shoes from that mindset, and it can make sense to me from that mindset.
Right. And I think that that's more like what I'm trying to get at, the mindset. Why is that type of mindset so rampant in our culture? When easily it's literally a 50-50 thing. You can say, I don't want to deal with that, blah, blah, blah. It's too much. I got this, the X, Y, and Z. Or the other half, it's literally the other side. You can be like, yes, this sucks, but I need to figure this out so that way in freaking 5 years, I can be better and help myself. But because I have kids, because I have whatever.
There's several contributing factors to that. One of them being, of course, environment, who you were raised by. If we go back in time for a second, like, for example, just even with my parents, right? My parents are boomers, and they're like, mid-70s boomers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they were growing up, right, and in their time, like they were raised by then my grandma, right? Like,
Yeah,
so
I
now
always
it
say
goes back. It
I
goes
always say
back, it
our
goes
parents
back.
were raised by cavemen, basically.
Right. Okay. So like they like in terms of like learning healthy ways to cope and like someone sitting down with you and talking to you about life and your day and explaining why it is that mom and dad got into an argument. I'm not to say that it wasn't happening, but the likelihood of that shit happening in those generations on a consistent basis, like the majority of that, very low.
So then do you think like right now we're in this like transition time where there's like parents like us and
Oh,
like other parents
fuck that.
that
I
and
think
then
that
in the
people
next like 10, 20 years is going to
absolutely.
be the
I
other
do.
side of things, like
I do.
I need to work on this. I need to do this
The
thing
one
for
thing
myself.
the one thing I can say about this society and this world is that, I mean, I have a lot of negative things to say about it, but one of the positive things I can say is that I do believe that it has made a turn in terms of putting things out there more regarding like just mental health or just coping and just life, etc., and really like just like teaching people more things. Like, for example, I'm not a TikTok person, meaning like I don't, this is the only TikTok thing that we have. I know nothing about TikTok. I don't know how to use TikTok. You do it for me. I have no clue. But I for damn sure know, based on talking to many people, my patients, etc., man, TikTok, the the information that's out there, that like they're listening to and they're learning so much. Like they'll come into my office and be like, so I was listening to a video on TikTok today and I actually found out that blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh shit, like that's actually accurate. And it was just from like a video that they that they have online. Like, and so people are constantly now learning more and more about these things, whereas before this was never a thing. So I do think as we move forward, like our generation and our daughter and whoever, right? I do think that the likelihood of now having parents and environments where people are more knowledgeable about basic things like communication, healthy relationships, etc., I see it actually increasing. Versus decreasing, but that's
great too. And then now that we talk about this, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, for that to reverse it's almost impossible at this point, right? Like
it would literally have to take either all of social media would just have to like, I don't know,
dumb.
turn into this like very negative, irrational, completely unhealthy, like, but like
which is how it used to be.
But but like every person, right? Or I don't know, I guess we'd have to have someone come into this world that's going to be like, we're shutting all this knowledgeable stuff down. Like, which
that's a possibility. Who knows?
Right.
They'll say it's a
No
conspiracy to talk about vitamin D actually,
right. We might
preventing 40%.
We might get shut down after this conversation. I don't know.
Technically, I don't even know why, but we cannot use
and we have
TikTok
been shut down,
on through our Restream program because we got put off for God knows why. But we can do it live on the phone, so it doesn't look as fancy, and that's why I keep messing with it. But
just stop messing with it.
But yeah, and we've gotten booted off of Instagram before, and just for talking like this about
regular
shit we know,
regular conversations. We've been kicked off, never
Positive,
to come back,
like,
never to come back ever again.
Yeah.
They won't even give us a break. I was thinking that maybe with Trump at least getting back into presidency, like something would change with like, I don't know, with the people now that are in charge. Maybe we had a shot of getting our Instagram back.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we have our Convenient Truth Instagram. It's just my Instagram is off.
We don't have our business Instagram.
Oh yeah, which is crazy.
They kicked us out of here.
Yeah. Our therapy business Instagram is
our therapeutic mental health counseling to help people Instagram.
Well, that was because we were talking about ketamine helping people.
God forbid.
Horrible.
God forbid.
Horrible. Anyways, yeah, well, that's a good thing that these shifts are happening, and it's most likely not reversible. So we're heading in this direction where it's like more and more information and about like communication and like health and all this other stuff is happening.
Like, I mean, not to like put my mom on blast, but like, remember, I don't know if you remember,
Wouldn't be the
like,
first time.
I know, but like, this is the boomer generation. Remember, when my mom and her ex-boyfriend, they were like, this is when our daughter was like maybe like 2 or 3, and they were playing Simon Says with her, but they used to call it Simple Simon. Am I the
Simple Simon Says.
am I the only one that
I
when
never even heard that before they started saying
First
that.
of all, I was horrified when I heard that. They were like, Simple Simon Says, and I was like, ew, who don't ever, and then they're telling our daughter that this is how the game, and finally I was like, Mom, what? It's not Simple Simon, it's Simon Says. And the both of them were like, what, huh?
Yo, there is a part of that
Simple
though.
Simon.
There is a part of that
like,
though, that's like I could see from their perspective, like they're just like, whatever, it's just like whatever.
Because again, right, that's how they like, it wasn't like a thing. And I get our
And even-
society, I do think that our society has
It's a
become
little too
bit
sensitive, right?
I do think we're a little bit
Yeah.
sensitive. I do agree with you on that. But Simple Simon, it just
It's not nice. It's just not nice.
awful. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Simple Simon.
It's like saying the N word or the F word or anything like that to me. It's like
He's a very
"Oh,
simple young man. Simon was
I can't.
simple. That's actually a very nice way to say other things.
Horrified till this day. I can't. Horrified.
No,
That's who we were being raised by.
Yeah, that's just a cultural thing. Yeah, I mean, like that is true. I don't even know how we are how we are right now. How are we even like sitting here talking about
I
the
don't
things we
get
talk
it.
about?
I don't fucking get it.
See, that's why
What?
I'm still grateful for them in the way that they decided or were knowledgeable enough to raise us in the way that they were. Like, because without however they did it, we would not be thinking the way that we think, which is crazy.
I was sent to school with like tonsillitis, okay? White things on my tonsils and a fever of like 102, and just told to go to school, take some Tylenol, and see how I feel.
Yo, because they knew
What,
back
like,
in the
what?
day that you just fucking sweat that bitch out.
At school, though, I'd rather sweat it out in bed where I could be like comfortable. I'm like, I can't even talk.
Well,
I
they
have a
got
fever.
shit
I'm
to
fucking
do.
tired.
They got shit to do. They can't be sitting around at the fucking house.
I'm like,
gotta pay the bills.
Jesus Christ! Like, my dad's a doctor. He was like,
No, he was like just becoming a doctor then. No,
my dad was a doctor at that
he was
point.
he was a full functional
My
doctor.
dad's a full.
Well, he was busy work.
doctor at that point.
He was a single dad,
He was a single dad. I will say that.
2 kids with kids. Yeah,
Kids with kids. Yep.
it was,
I mean, I give him credit. I'm just saying, like, it's wild. Now it's like our daughter has a fever of like 103, and I'm like, oh my god, the day must be canceled.
I mean, you had it fucking made. My mom literally came from Korea when she was like 20.
I bet you she kept
Had
you
my-
home though. I bet you she kept you home when you were sick.
I don't think
You
so.
got babied.
No, she didn't give a fuck, really.
You got babied.
I don't think she gave a fuck, really. I used to force her to like allow me to do things. I think she wanted to just be like, just fucking go to school or whatever. And I'd be like, I can't because blah 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 blah.
And then she'd be like, okay.
Yeah, and then she'd be like, well, whatever. He's not gonna shut the fuck up. You know, that's probably what happened. And then my dad was just like, you know, he wasn't around, so like, you had it made.
I did though. And my dad's an amazing doctor. I just want to disclaimer that.
Yeah. So, but I'm grateful for them because I don't know. It forced me to start questioning a lot of things.
Hell yeah.
That was the reason why, like I remember in school, like I didn't think algebra was anything that I really needed, which I was correct because I still haven't used it since I was in fucking whatever 9th grade.
Really.
But my parents were like, oh, you need to do this, whatever. I'm like, why? I was asking why. And they couldn't tell me because they didn't fucking know anything about it either. So I was like, oh, you fucking made it this far. You didn't need it. So I don't need it either.
See, my dad had answers for shit.
Right.
Like that.
Right. And then, so because I knew that they didn't have answers for a lot
It
of
was
things,
easy.
it made me
Yeah.
start having
Thinking
to figure
like, well,
things
then what's,
out.
yeah.
What is the truth? Where are the answers? Who has the answers? Right.
Yeah.
And then I became this fucking robot. Questioning robot, questioning life, which is a great thing. And now our daughter questions a lot
I
of
wouldn't
things
say you
too.
became a robot. I would say if anything, the person being given the just given these answers, these very straight answers of oh, this is why this is blah 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 blah. I feel like they're the ones that turn into the robot because it left me with just believing that everything that they said was it, right?
Oh,
So
there's
therefore
there is no
it
other
didn't
answer.
force me to have to go and find the answer myself because
Ah.
I was like, well, what my dad's telling me is
Well, he's a
clearly
doctor. He knows a lot.
he
right?
does know a lot, Joe.
He does, but not about nobody knows everything, right? So you still have to question.
He's very smart.
Yeah. So these are the little things that I think about now with a 5-year-old kid, and I'm like, how is the way that I'm acting, the way that I talk, what I say, going to how is she gonna perceive this shit 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you know? And
This
I
is
may never
why.
figure. That's the why.
This is why I
got
always
so much shit on my
say, you
brain.
know, it's you can't.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know, and to overly think about that is going to literally just exhaust the shit out of you. As
Yeah.
a parent or as any caregiver, my job is to just make sure that I'm keeping my child on the lower end
Yeah.
of fucking them up.
The
Lower end. As low as I can get it.
Well,
I don't expect to get to a 0, obviously. No one's perfect. I don't expect to be but if I could at least be in the 45 to further down zone, somewhere in there.
the real key is to really not even really think about that stuff, right? And it's like the real key is a cultural oh, they'd probably shit on you for saying it, but it's focus on yourself. Focus on becoming the best possible you possible, and don't worry about the things that we were just talking about that we still worry about because we're parents, but I try to minimize it. And then that's really the battle. It's the more you think about all those other things and how these things are going to affect your kid, and the less you work on yourself and better yourself, you're doing the fucking up right there. Do you hear what I'm saying? That's part of.
I just blanked out. I stopped listening to you for a second.
Well, we're about to shut down the podcast.
No, I was thinking about something else, but now I forgot what that was.
Oh, well, you should have been listening to me, because at least you'd be able to have a conversation.
God damn it! I was thinking about something.
I'm saying, listen to me. So this is where we, or parents, could be kind of not fucking up their kids, but it's that gray area where you don't know what's going to happen, is where you're trying to think about what could happen, and you're doing that all the time, and you're adjusting according to that, as opposed to just focusing on yourself, doing what you know you need to do, all the challenging things, all the shit that you know that you're trying to avoid. The avoiding shit is what you need to dive into. And the kids just watching you become the best you, which in turn will make the kid learn that this is how you become a good human being on earth. You better yourself constantly.
Speaking of kids,
you weren't even listening.
No, I was listening. I thought that was great.
I hope somebody out there was listening.
I thought it was great,
Christ's
Steven.
sakes.
But speaking of kids, where you led me with that as you were speaking, well, one, I went 2 places. One, I was like, oh, fuck, I just ate so late, and I'm gonna have fucking the GERD cough all night. So that's gonna suck.
What's happening?
I didn't get home until 7 o'clock. I didn't eat, and then I took a shower. I had to eat dinner. Here I am. The second thing I was thinking about, though, really was the communication and kids. Remember when I was talking to you and I was like, how is it possible that people who have kids are not amazing communicators? I don't understand. Because if you have a kid, okay, then you know that when they ask you a question, they're not okay with just one word answer. They're not okay. You know damn well that if you give them one word answer, they're going to ask you again. But why? And then they're going to ask you again, but who said? And then, but why is this? And then, but why? Until like you literally just have to basically give them the longest answer ever and the most communicative, detailed answer in order for them to actually fucking just stop asking you 5,000 questions.
Yo, and then halfway through, while you're trying to do this deep explaining, they're like,
They don't care.
look at my cartwheel.
Right.
Like they don't,
They don't even care anymore,
they
right?
don't give a
So
fuck
it's like, how are you a parent and you don't know how to communicate well? I feel like kids force you to have to actually communicate well because they will not stop fucking asking you a question until you have actually communicated it well. Like, period.
So if you
It's
think
wild.
about this, the deep level of this is still like there are parents out there that are basically like, I don't fucking know, shut up, you know? And that's actually creating a generation of people like us, right? That go out and want to question things and learn where, or it could also be shutting down
Or it's
their
creating also
curiosity.
the person, right, shutting it
Right?
down.
It depends on that kid and how they perceive it. So it's crazy.
I mean,
There's
now
so many variables.
don't get me wrong. I want to sometimes just be like, I don't fucking know. Like, just go
Right.
play in your playroom, you know? Like, I would like to do that sometimes, right? But she never lets me. It's like I can't just get away with, I don't know, because like, I don't know. Then she's like, yeah, but why does this? It just keeps going and it keeps going. And I'm like, holy shit. And the only reason why I want to say I don't know, to be quite honest, is because I just don't feel like explaining to you something that I know you're not going to fucking understand anyway.
I think it's also
So
okay
like,
to
I just really don't like when she asks me questions about something that I know, if I explain to her, she's still not going to understand it because it's way past her age level. That's when I'm like, I don't know, like da. But then she like literally harasses me so much that then I'm like forced to explain it to her on a level that she's not going to understand. And then she'll end it like, oh, but I know damn well she does not understand what the fuck I just said.
She's like, oh, look at the color of my jelly bean. Like, you know, like she don't give a fuck. But I think it's a good practice though, because you're giving her the answer, whether she fucking understands it or not. Eventually she will understand what the fuck you're saying.
Right, of course.
And she'll probably understand it at an earlier age than most because we're fully explaining it. But like, it is really frustrating sometimes. You know, I'm trying to pinpoint like where the frustration really kicks in, and it's like when she's asking you the question, you know, in your head, you know, if you really go into this, it's like kind of a lengthy answer.
I know one,
and
is
it's like
lengthy,
over her
and
head.
I know it's over her head.
Right. And then the timing of it too. It's always the timing.
It's always like,
because it's like some random
I have to get you out of here.
I'm
We
like
gotta go to
doing a million
school.
fucking things.
Right. Like,
but if we had like
worst
nothing
timing.
to do, I'll sit around and
I would
answer
sit and
your
I'll explain it
fucking
to you the whole
ridiculous
time.
questions.
The timing. It's the timing.
Yeah. It's like
worst.
this. So, but you know, I'd rather her ask questions than not ask questions.
Totally. But think about it. If you're a parent or a caregiver in some way, shape, or form, you have kids, think about it. Like, I really actually should be an amazing communicator. This kid is going to teach me how to communicate in a way that I have never communicated before.
Right. And that's a perspective, right? That's the other half. You can be like, this kid's driving me crazy, right?
Right.
It's like one or the other.
Right. Yeah, it's one or the other. So just think about it like that. Your kid is teaching you how to be a really great communicator, and then just be really open to it, and then receive it, and then be a great communicator.
And open that up to you being a better person, which is showing your kid how to like push themselves to understand themselves more, you know. It's all easier said
Although
than done.
half of that explanation, they will stop listening to you anyway, and now you're just talking to yourself. But hey,
eventually
practicing communication skills.
Right. Eventually you won't be talking to yourself, and eventually she'll be interested. Maybe. Or she'll like never care about anything ever again in her life because she thinks like her parents fucking told her everything she needed or something. I don't know. Who knows? You never know. What is it? What do you think could be the outcome of like over explaining things? What's the negative outcome of it?
Like over
Well, not overly, but just like answering all the questions. Is there any negative potential to that?
The only thing that I can see happening or coming out of that is if the brain took that into another path, which could be that the child then ends up growing up into someone who always feels as though they have the answer to something. So, and we know that that's kind of just like annoying to be around a person who fucking thinks that they know everything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So you got to sprinkle in a little humbleness of like, I'm always telling her like if I don't know shit, I tell her I don't know.
I tell her all the time.
I really don't know, but let's look it up or some shit like that.
Quite often with me. She asks me all the time, like, I have no idea, but I can guarantee you your dad probably knows.
I say all the time. I was like,
I don't fucking know.
Everybody doesn't know everything. We all know what we know and we can learn, but like everybody doesn't know everything. So question.
I think too, it's just like owning, like I have no problem telling her the amount of things that I don't know. I'm like, girl, I do not know where the hell this is on a map. I do not know
like,
what the shape of
I
this
did
is
not
right
know
now.
that every sun was a star.
Fucking Asia was here. I have no idea, girl. You and I are learning together.
Yeah, the freaking globe gift for a Christmas present was like actually a gift for Aaliyah and Sol to learn together.
I was like, oh shit, this country's over here.
Oh shit, no New Hampshire's only an hour away.
It just wasn't my thing.
Geography.
The brain is my thing.
Yeah.
Behavior. All that other shit, not my thing. But it's cool. Now that I'm older and I'm learning, I'm like, this is awesome.
And that's another thing to explain to them, right? Like, it's like you're going to focus in on your thing and like that's what you're going to know the most of. But there's a lot of things you won't know, you know? And that's okay. That's why you ask questions and you find the people that know the answers. Everybody doesn't know everything.
Definitely not. So,
anyways,
as we're winding down at 9:40 p.m.
Get your vitamin D to have a 40% reduction in your potentiality for dementia. That's key. Vitamin C, liposomal, which is fat soluble, basically fat soluble vitamin C. Take lots of that every single day.
Take
vitamin D,
about what we take about. I take like 3 every day.
Well, that's like 3. That's like. Well, you should take at least 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams of fat soluble, not the water soluble, because that's out of your system in 2 seconds.
Yeah, fat one. And then if you have like, and I mean like good CBD, like
high quality CBD, full
spectrum, potent ass CBD, which is what we have here, man, do that every single night. I shit you not. That's also what's been.
Although the higher dose of full spectrum CBD has a little bit of THC because it can get you a little loopy, but the health benefits of it are amazing.
The health benefits are amazing.
That is the only thing that's different that you're doing that I don't do.
I know, and I don't get sick.
See, I'll be the one that gets cancer because I don't do fucking weed and shit.
CBD. I don't do weed anymore. CBD.
Or you don't do weed anymore. Okay.
I mean, I drink my THC.
You don't smoke it.
I don't smoke it or do edibles, but my THC CBD drinks are the shit.
Oh yeah, I've been consuming that, so there's that.
You don't do it every day.
Yeah, it's the everyday thing.
And it's not the THC; it's really like the CBD that you want every day. All right. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of your night. I hope you all get really great sleep. It's so important. And it is. If you've ever had insomnia like myself, you will never take sleep for granted ever again. It's extremely important. And if you do have sleep issues, get some CBN. It's amazing.
Yes.
I do not sleep. Well, I do sleep without it, but now I'm just too scared of getting insomnia ever again. So now I just always have CBN. It's amazing.
It's great.
Anyway, have a great night.
Thanks for checking us out.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time. Love you guys. Hold on,